So this is my first ever YouTube commentary about the World Cup. And believe me when I tell you, the World Cup has kicked up in a spectacular fashion. It's unbelievable, actually. Believe me when I tell you, like, that from the first game, the first game was kind of overwhelming. Mexico against South Africa was a little bit disappointing, but it was okay. 2 goals in the first game and three red card was, oof, that was a lot to start a World Cup with. I think that's the most red card compared to the last World Cup, the entire World Cup, if I'm not mistaken, with that stat. Well, I'll get back to you on that one. And moving forward to the game with Argentina, with Brazil against Morocco, a 1-1 draw, which is a shocker. So far, I think my best game so far was the one against Spain, against Cape Verde. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's okay. That was, so far, it was a shocker. I almost used Germany's game, the 7-1 victory. For me, I thought Germany would have done more, because compared to the nation they were playing against, 7-1 against 150 people, a nation that literally had to find people to come play for them because they don't have enough players, enough people in. It's like a city, the Germany coming, the whole island nation, you could only beat them 7-1. I was predicting like 10-0 or almost even up to 15. That was how high my expectation was. For me, that is actually disappointment of the tournament so far. The 7-1 against their opposition. Their names skip my head right now, but that's fine. And so far, the game of the tournament for me is not the US against Paraguay. The 4-1 good performance for the US team. They were better than ever. The highest ever win in the competition was good. But for me, I'll say it's the Spain against Cape Verde. No one expected that. I was predicting a scoreline of 5-6, and look at the difference. So Spain against Cape Verde was my game of the season, of the tournament so far at this stage. England has not played yet. Portugal hasn't played yet. Looking forward to them. Again, the man himself, Messi, has made history. Joint highest goal scorer in the World Cup with a hat-trick, his first ever hat-trick in the competition. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm not going for Argentina. So it was a good game against Algeria. No much trouble. Argentina scored. Messi disallowed offside. Also, Algeria scored, and there was a disallowed goal as well for offside, and it kicked on from there. Beautiful game. And let's go to Senegal against France. Beautiful game again. First half, Senegal were on top. It was, I'll call it a 50-50 kind of. Actually, I put Senegal just a little bit against France. But the second half was a totally different game. And what the difference between Senegal and France was the quality. When you have Olise in your team, and you have a player like Dembele and Mbappe, Rabiot in the team, those quality and the experience. That was a difference between them. That was a change. The pass from Olise to Mbappe was incredible. What a pass! And in my opinion, right now, I think Olise is better than Lamine, in my opinion. He's been pushed back, not because Lamine is not great, he's good, but so far injury has kind of hampered his progress this year. But while Olise has been in the forefront of everything in Germany with Bayern, his passes, his goals, his work rate, his teamwork, his attitude is what you want to see in a professional player. So at the moment, Olise is above Lamine for me. And if France ever wins the World Cup, it's going to be a battle between actually Dembele and Olise, who is going to be the best player. Dembele might be slightly up because of the Champions League that they won. So That is my opinion on that. I know most of you will be like, nah, Parish, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm willing to debate that with you. You can comment on the comment section below what you think about what I've said about Olise and Dembele so far. And shockingly, we might have the top 3 world best player for the first time from one nation. You might have Dembele, Olise, and Mbappe in one if France wins the World Cup. Only if. If France doesn't win the World Cup, then we might have Dembele and Olise in that maybe Harry Kane as well, but I digress. Back to the World Cup. So I'm looking forward to the Portugal game against Congo and the England game as well. I'll bring you those analysis of the game. At the moment, there's not much to talk about. The refereeing has been great. The game has been played at a very moderate pace, I would say, because of the weather. So the pace of the game has not really picked up yet. We're still looking forward to maybe second round when they get used to it, or the third round, or even to the round of 16, and before we get to the quarterfinals and the knockout stages. When we get to knockouts, maybe the pace might pick up. At the moment, the pace is at a very, very average pace. That is everything that has played in. Apart from the US that were very, very, very intense. The US were intense. They're attacking the way they win back the balls were really good. I think apart from that, I don't think any other thing based on the game I've watched so far has given me that level of pace that I was expecting. Again, I think the weather is a challenge. The Norway game as well wasn't bad. Holland scoring 2 goals was good. It's a good game, a fair game. I expected that score anyway. And Iraq against New Zealand, was that, am I right? Was it Iraq against New Zealand? But either way, that was also a very fair game. 1-1 draw. Not bad at all. And it was Iran against New Zealand, so it was a 1-1 draw, which is good. Light game. Then Tunisia, that was a whoop. I wasn't expecting that, but them sacking their coach in the World Cup, I don't think that was a good thing to do. Should have allowed the progression to go on, but you sacking your coach, their decision. I don't think they're going to go anywhere anyway. So the last but not the least is Portugal against Congo. I'm actually supporting Portugal. Don't tell anybody. Why I have a bone to pick with Congo. They did make my country, Nigeria, not to qualify. So sorry, but not sorry. So I think my man Ronaldo should do the same stuff Messi did. But hey, the game so far has been a roller coaster. Wrong prediction. Look at Cape Verde against Spain, Qatar against Switzerland. The draw there, it's been crazy. So US beating Paraguay 4-1 was another. I didn't see that. I knew they were going to win, but not that much. So let's see what happened. England, there's been a lot of buzz about who's going to start, Jude or Rodgers. For me, it's not even a debate. Jude should start ahead of Rodgers. He has more game time, more game experience, big time game experience than Rodgers, than any, yes, he's been injured, but we cannot compare both of them. This is a Champions League winner, has done a lot. So if not for the fact that he was injured, I don't think we've been in conversation of who's going to start for England in the number 10 or between Rodgers or Jude. But anyway, Tuchel likes to make something unpredictable. Let's see what he does. He shouldn't overthink it. Keep it simple, straight, and not too defensive. And I think England are going to go well. But at this time, let's see what happened. So that's it for this video. I'll be back with some transfer news as well. The shock of the transfer of the season so far. I think there's going to be more transfer, crazy transfer so far. Madrid so far has been winning it. So I'll be back with that analysis in a later video today. And then thank you. A bit nervous, but thank you. I appreciate it. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Let's go. Thank you, guys.